Spitalfields, London, a vibrant location steeped in history. A very appropriate location for this exhibition. On show here, vibrant portraits of faces from the freedom movement, faces that have made history. All have been created by award-winning artist Jake Fern, who's otherwise known as the Righteous Brothers. And they've been showcased on his podcast, 1,000 Words. The podcast format of Jake painting his sitters in real time while having intimate conversations with them has been a resounding success.
I think it shows a different side to people's characters, and I think that's what people like about it. You've got 4 hours, so it just goes everywhere and anywhere, unexpected, and then there's pauses, and you just sit there and you know, I say it doesn't matter, we can just be silent for 15 minutes, I'll paint.
And tonight, we get to see Jake's work. Also here, some of those from the freedom movement who've sat for Jake, admiring the end result.
When I saw it, it didn't surprise me that much because Jake and I had such a great rapport. He's such a wonderful man, and his lovely wife and son were there, that it's sort of, I think that he was painting the atmosphere. Most people who know me know I'm not that angelic. There are parts of me that are quite angelic, but not many.
It was quite a conversation we had. I know Jake pretty well, and we had a good old ramble chat. But probably by the end, it was 4 hours we were chatting. So by the end, I don't think either of us could put a coherent sentence together. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. It's quite astonishing. It's nice that Jake's kind of getting some recognition because he's mega talented, and it's nice to see everyone coming here and supporting him.
I smile a lot, probably more than I should do. And because what I talk about is quite deep and serious. And what I realised that he'd done is he's painted that side of me, that strong side of me that really looks into the deep dark stuff. And I thought, my goodness, that's actually quite a powerful picture of me, which I wasn't expecting, because I sometimes I don't see myself like that. But what he does is he paints your journey that, you know, that's brought you to this time, this very place in history. And I was really touched by it, actually.
Tonight was also a celebration of collaboration between 1,000 Words and UK Column. They joined forces this year, and the column is now the official broadcasting home of 1,000 Words. Two of the most powerful voices in the alternative movement, uniting to bring truth to the audience, but in different ways. One in an art studio with a brush, the other in a television studio with a microphone. Both equally powerful.
Art can express something that the intellect can't. You're trying to make sense of the world intellectually, that's a very external process. When you're trying to make sense of the world internally, that's more of a feeling, heart-based. So I think the heart and the mind need to work together. So I think that's the relationship with UK Column, why it works so well. I think UK Column has been the mind, and now I think it's reaching out to balance that out with the heart.
What comes out in 1,000 Words podcast is the expression of the brain working in its entirety. Watching Jake paint alongside having a very articulate and in-depth conversation is absolutely amazing. But I think as we confront a world in which AI is being rammed down everybody's throats as the answer to everything, when in actual fact, of course, it's passive because people are not creating anything, I think 1,000 Words is actually a very natural extension of our core product being the news programme, because we are looking at the perhaps more prosaic sort of academic background to something, and Jake is providing the extension of what it is that we're critiquing and demonstrating how things can and, in my mind, should be done. And it's absolutely phenomenal to see these, I've seen lots of the images virtually on a screen, but to see these in the flesh, as it were, and indeed to see some of the sitters here, the resemblances are uncanny. But I think just the spirit, just the thoughts that are evoked, not just by 1,000 Words, but also the Righteous Brothers' works as well, they're so provocative and evocative. I'm sure you can pick up the buzz on the sound here this evening. It's a really electric atmosphere. It's absolutely fantastic. I am so glad that UK Column has 1,000 words as part of its output. It's absolutely phenomenal.
The exhibition runs until the 4th of December at the Truman Gallery in Spitalfields. If you can't make it, then check out 1,000 words exclusively on UK Column. Jemma Cooper for UK Column in London.